Namaste children, this is Jyoti Devgan from the Department of English, and today I am here with a new story named The Boy Who Broke the Bank by Ruskin Bond. First of all, talking about Ruskin Bond, he was born in 1934 and is an Indian author of British descent. Most of his writings show a very strong influence of the social life in the hill stations at the foothills of Himalayas. His writings are replete with humor, wisdom and wit. His stories manifest a great love for nature and people. He has received the Sahitya Academy Award for Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra. He has also been conferred with the award called Padam Shri. Now, talking about the story, The Boy Who Broke the Bank, did Nathu really break the bank? Let's find out how the Pipal Nagar bank goes broke and the real cause for it. Now children, you must be wondering what is the meaning of broke the bank. Broke the bank or to break a bank means to declare that the bank has become a bankrupt. Nathu grumbled to himself as he swept the steps of Pipal Nagar Bank owned by Seth Govind Ram. Now the meaning of the word grumbled here is complained, and the meaning of the word swept is to make something clean. He used the small broom hurriedly and carelessly, and the dust, after rising in a cloud above his head, settled down again on the steps. As Nathu was banging his pan against a dustbin, now Sitaram, the washerman's son, he passed by. Sitaram was on his delivery round. He was going to give the clothes and take the clothes for ironing and washing. He had a bundle of freshly pressed clothes balanced on his head. "Don't raise such dust," he called out to Nathu. "Are you annoyed because they are still refusing to pay you extra 2 rupees a month?" Annoyed meaning irritated, angry. He asked Nathu that, "Are you angry because they are still refusing to pay you extra 2 rupees a month?" "I don't want to talk about it. I don't wish to talk about it," complained the sweeper boy. "I haven't even received my regular pay, and this is the 20th of the month. Who would trust a bank that holds up a poor man's salary? As soon as I get my money, I am off. Not another week would I work in this place." Nathu banged the pan against the dustbin several times. Now, what is the meaning of the word banging? Banging means when you hit something against someone. Just to emphasize his point, just to lay stress on his point and give himself confidence that what he is saying is absolutely correct. He said, "What are you talking about 2 rupees extra per month? I am not even getting my salary. It is the 20th. "Well, I wish you luck," said Sitaram. "I'll keep a lookout for any jobs that might suit you. You don't worry. I'll keep a watch. I'll keep asking people. In case there is some new job for you, I will let you know." He plodded barefoot along this road, the big bundle of clothes hiding most of his head and shoulders. Plodded meaning he walked steadily with great effort because he had a huge bundle of clothes on his head. At the fourth home he visited, Sitaram heard the lady of the house mention that she was in need of a sweeper. Tying his bundle together, he said, I know of a sweeper boy who is looking for work. He can start from next month. He is with the bank just now, but they are not giving him his pay and he wants to leave. Is that so? Said Mrs. Srivastava. Well, tell him to come and see me tomorrow. Sitaram was glad that he had been of service to both a customer and a friend. Sitaram was very happy that I have helped a friend of mine and a customer, Mrs. Srivastava. Mrs. Srivastava had to do some shopping. She set out for the Pipalnagar marketplace to make her customary tour of the cloth shops. A large shady tamarind tree. Now what is tamarind? Imli ka ped. Tamarind tree grew at one end of the bazaar. And it was here that Mrs. Srivastava found her friend Mrs. Bhushan, sheltering herself from the heat. Now since it was so hot, she was trying to shelter herself. Sheltering meaning to protect oneself from heat. Mrs. Bhushan showed her a sample of cloth she was going to buy, and for 5 minutes they discussed its shade, means the color, texture, means the type of cloth, and the design. Having exhausted this topic, exhausted means after that when you don't have anything else to say about that particular topic. After exhausted this topic, Mrs. Srivastava said, Do you know, my dear, that Seth Govind Ram's bank can't even pay its employees? Only this morning I heard a complaint from their sweeper, who hasn't received his wages for over a month. Wages means your salary, your regular salary. Shocking, remarked Mrs. Bhushan. If they can't pay the sweeper, they must be in a very bad way. Means they must be in a very bad shape. Who? The bank. None of the others could be getting paid either. Agar wo sweeper ko nahi de rahe money, so that means they are not even paying their employees. She left Mrs. Srivastava at the tamarind tree and went in search of her husband. Now she wanted to share this news with her husband, who was sitting in front of Kamal Kishore's photographic shop talking with the owner. So there you are, cried Mrs. Bhushan. I've been looking for you for almost an hour. Where did you disappear? Arey, where did you go? I have to tell you something very important. I came to know about a news. I don't know what's happening to Pipalnagar. Pipalnagar was the place where they lived. Even the bank's about to go bankrupt. Even the bank is about to go bankrupt. Bankrupt meaning when you don't have any money to pay to the people. She informed her husband. What's that? Said Kamal Kishore, sitting up suddenly. Which bank? Why, the Pipalnagar bank, of course. I hear that they have stopped paying their employees. Now see, what happens if one gossip travels from one person to another? She said, come on, you don't know. It is the Pipalnagar Bank. They have stopped paying their employees. Don't tell me you have an account there, Mr. Kishore. She said, don't tell me you have an account there, Mr. Kishore. No, but my neighbor has, he exclaimed, and he called out over the low partition to the keeper of the barber's shop next door. Deep Chand, have you heard the latest news? The Pipalnagar Bank is about to collapse. The meaning of the word collapse means breakdown. You'd better get your money out as soon as you can.